Here we introduce the GSL hybrid solar storage system. Okay, for now we make a test of our battery and the inverter with a full system test. For now we start the battery at first. Let's check the battery BMS. Okay, so first one we mix the battery ADS to the 1 up, 2, 3, 4 down, and the battery port to the RS485. The power cable here have a button to push inside, and take in. Okay, it's locked. The same here, push inside, push in. It's locked. Here, click start. This is check the battery BMS. Check it. The battery start is the first step. Then we push the green one button. This is start. We need to waiting the normal lighting. It's on. This is check the battery, but the system is still check inside. We need to waiting for the normal light. It's past 1 minute, 70 seconds, 80 seconds, 90 seconds, 100 seconds. It's start. It need more 1.5 minutes. Now we can see it's no solar panel, no grid, only battery supplies the load to here. The fence is so small loading. So we take a cleaner machine. Now it's no solar panel, no grid power, only battery supply to the load. Okay, for now we check the communication, and here is 99%, 49.89 voltage is discharge. The current is 2.11. It's also set. The battery is the same information. 49.84 voltage, current is 2.28, 99%. The communication is successful. Mean voltage 49.84 voltage is the information is from the battery BMS from through the communication line supply the inverter to show the information. And this all is same with the battery information. The charging voltage 56 voltage, discharge voltage 40 voltage, charge current 80 amp, discharge current 80 amp. This means the max charge voltage is 56 voltage. Discharge voltage is the lowest voltage, is 40 voltage. Discharge current is the battery BMS have setting. The max current is 80. Discharge current 80 amp. The means is the battery BMS setting. The max discharge current is 80 amp. Okay, we come back. And for now, we make setting for the communication. So first one is we need to choose lithium battery. The lithium battery touch the wall, and the battery capacity 100 amps. Means if we connect the battery is 150, we need a setting the 150 amps. If we connect the 200 amps, we set the 200 amps. Max discharge, max discharge the current. Usually we set the max charge is 40. If we connect the two parallel battery, we can set the 80. We can set the 80. Here, 200. Also, here is same, 130. When we finish, we need to touch the right mark. Okay, now we take back. Now we didn't touch the right mark, so the data is not changed. The activity battery takes the point. Next one here, the battery set to. If you want to need the grid charge, we need to take the grid signal, and if you have the generation connect, you can set the gen charge and gen signal. This is the inverter factory setting. Don't need to change it. Okay, we will go to the next one. Here is very important. Lithium battery model setting pair. Shutdown 10%, low battery 15%, restart 40%. It's the right. For here, next work model, ceiling first. If you want to sell solar panel electric power to the grid, you can choose the ceiling first. If you don't want selling the power to the grid, you need to choose the zero export to load or zero export to CT. If you don't install the CT in the system, you can choose the zero export to load. This is the CT, right? And we can see this way is towards to the grid. We open it. This is the cover the grid cable, red line, and this way is this is for the single phase 220 voltage. This is for the split L1, L2. Yeah, like this. It's for the CT. Here is the time use. If you want grid charge, you can choose. If you don't want grid charge, you don't need a choice. You can use my normal setting to make it. From 1 o'clock, the time of use makes the right. From 1 o'clock to 7 o'clock, the export 8,000 power voltage, water power. We make setting is 15% from 1 o'clock to 7 o'clock. We need the battery supply the power to the load. From 7 o'clock to the 9 o'clock, the sun can charge from the solar panels, charge the battery. From 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock, you can set 100%. From 9 o'clock to the 13 o'clock, still setting 100%. 1 o'clock to the 8 o'clock, 100%. After 6 p.m., the sunset, we need the battery supply the power to the load. We make 50%. From the 9 o'clock to the 1 o'clock, we take 15%. It's a nominal setting. You can check the user manual to read the more information. We make a ESC to go back. System work model, we finish the battery first or a load first. Next one, grid setting, grid model, we take the general standard. Each time in China, we choose the first one, 220 voltage, single phase. If in the USA, you can choose the split phase, 120. Okay, we have the choice, the grid model, grid type, grid frequency, 50 or 60. This is tolerance. This is Florida, USA. This is also Florida. Come back and gen port use. If you have the generator input, you can choose here. If you want the smart load output, you can choose here. If you have the macro inverter input, you can choose here. Basic setting, the time system means the inverter, the time can sync with the internet, so you can make the right here. If you don't want the inverter alarm have the beep, you can choose here. Have the beep, you can choose here. Here will make a sound. If you don't have the voice, you can take off. Okay, for here. It's a factory reset, the lock out or change. you can read the user manual. Advanced function. For here, don't need to change it. For here, this means 3 inverter, temperature, master, sleeve, CFIS. The para information, you can check the user manual. Device information, we can from here to read the inverter ID, the inverter software label, and we also can see the alarm code. When you use the system, the battery showing us alarm code, you need to take this picture to our engineer. Let me know the alarm information, the code information. For now, we take a grid. The AC is a grid power, 231 voltage, 53 pins. For now, we start the cleaner machine. Okay, for now we need to close the battery, close the button, we have the alarm. We have the tools inside the bag, and to open the cover, we connect the communication line, the inverter, we keep inside for here, IS485 inverter, and keep in, and the battery, to connect the battery code, and here is the solar panel PV1, PV2. This is a grid air, and as this machine is a single phase machine, so we have only the 2 lines. The PE line takes a PE connector. This is a battery connector. When we want to pair another inverter, we can see under have the pair A, pair B. So here we use yellow line to take a pair A, another one to the pair A, and the second one pair B to the third one pair A. The CT, the single phase, is make on the, you can see for here, CT, LE34, CT, L2, 56. We can read the user manual to take the line to connect. It's just for here to push it and take inside. Here is a loader we take inside for here. If you successful mix the internet, you can from the phone app to read the all system information.
GSL system instruction, the equipment hardware installation. The left picture is the inverter 5000 watts and connector the waterproof battery. The right picture is one inverter connector 2 pair batteries. This page introduces the inverter, the parts list, drones, login, Wi-Fi. Also, if you want to order the GPRS, we can make the GPRS, and this is CT, it's temperature test with tools. It's for this screws for use this tools to take the CT menu, logger, temperature test, how mark screws. It's for the battery part list. It's cable, mounting film screw, use menu. Come here. Output cable, negative, positive. Power line cable is a softer upgrade. The power makes contact with outer cable, battery to inverter, the power cable, battery to battery, the software upgrade, communication battery to inverter, power communication cable, battery to get battery, and in future our power will make a small change, and we only take the outer cable with the 3 more battery that pair. We make the company box to connect. This is for the inverter, mounting the inverter. One piece pair connection. First one, we connect the power cable from the battery to inverter. Here have the early cover on here, and IS485 from the inverter to the battery IS485, and here is the 5 port. The first one is IS485, second is CAN, and the third is 232, and the right last 2 port is for the battery pair, and the inverter pair port is under this two, is the inverter pair. EDS, battery EDS, it takes 1 up, 2, 3, fall down. It's for the main battery. Okay, come here to check it. It's clear. How to connect. Battery temperature connection. And our battery is lithium battery. There are BMS inside, so we have mix the temperature test point in the battery. Have the 6 point. The 4 point is for cells, for battery cells, and the 2 point is for BMS and environment. The customer don't need to install this battery temperature. Just keep it is okay. You can connect it and to test the battery environment temperature bit more. AC input output connection. AC input output connection. It's for the Euro model. You can see from the picture the Euro model and the US model is different. The single phase, split phase. So read the user manual to make the right connection. The single phase, the grid, drain, and load. We didn't take the drain. You can check the manual to how to connect it. And after make the cable connection and use electretors to check the voltage. That's a PV model. In winter model 567.68. The PV input voltage is 370 voltage. Is from 100 to the 500. The PV error MPPT. It means the H1 MPPT voltage range is from 125 voltage DC to the 425 voltage DC. Number of PPT trackers is 2. Number of stream per MPPT tracker 1 plus 1, 2 plus 1, 2 plus 2. This is the 87.6,000 watts. And you can see the PV1 have the 2. PV1 negative have 2 lines. PV2 is also the 2 negative. So the 2 plus 2 means is 2 plus 2. Yeah, 2 plus 2. The 2 plus 1 means is 2 plus only PV1. The 2 plus 1 it means is 2 plus PV1. It's no PV2. 1 plus 1 means is 1, only 1. Red line plus only 1. You can from the inverter bottle have the hole to take the PV1, PV2, and to take up when you mix the line board, take inside and take down, and take tight, turn tight. For the solar panel. And the MC4 connector parts we really offer is more the MC4 to our customer. We offer free tools for our customer. We use how to scroll down this tools, how to scroll down, and this part is take the port here, take the corner, how to open it is used here. To take down, take inside, and pull it is okay. Next one, step 7, the CT connection. For the Euro model, we have the 1 CT. For the US model, we have 2 CT. As for the single phase, only the 1 red line to the inverter, 1 red line to the inverter. And in the US model, have the 2 red line to the inverter. The CT checks the current, transfer the data back to the inverter. Next time I will make the important introduce the CT. The earth connection, you can check the phone and how to install the earth connection. In my install experience, the US model inverter must make the PE earth connection. If it's not connection, the inverter will show alarms model F08. F08. It means DI really full. It means the PE allow. You can check the user manual in the last 2 pages to show you the alarm code. That means Wi-Fi connection is for the Apple phone, Android phone, Solomon for end user, Solomon Pro for business. Larger. In the larger box, in the larger carton, have the user manual to go inside, and we also can send you the video to how to connect. So for the Euro model to connect inverter setting and system check. Our the inverter screen is the LED screen, and we can from the screen it's a touch screen to control it, and the solar panel, battery, and the inverter work operation, grid power, and the load power, and to use the button to change it is a ESC up, down, enter for the DC light, normal, alarm. The operation power on, power off LCD is the touch screen. House screen shows the overall information of the inverter. The inverter left side have the turn on, turn off to control the solar panel, the on and off. On the battery bottom have a button is on off to when you on off can show on the LCD to the battery capacity, and the green button. Okay, for now we make a step to how to open the system. And first we connect we open the battery and push the green button, and waiting for about 1.5 minutes around this normal lighting. Waiting for the normal lighting. In this 1.5 minutes, the inverter checks the system and check inside, like the car start to check everything. And when everything is okay, and with normal lighting, after make the normal lighting, we can open the DC and the grid. DC lighting means the solar panel have connect. AC lighting means the grid power have connect. Okay, for here it's DC, AC, normal, alarm. For here, this information we can from the user manual to read it. Okay, the LCD operation follow track. The main screen have the solar page, grid page, inverter page, battery page, load page, system step. The important is for the system step. For this page information is from the solar panel and the battery BMS and the power, the grid power and the load power checks the information. This is just read the information. You cannot to change it. And for the system setup, you can set up all the information to touch your thinking idea. For this GSL, the H8000, the Euro model, we have the international SPT is have passed the SGS and the US standard. Has 2 MPPT, IS485 and all CAN communication. Max efficiency is 97.6%. It supports multiple apparel. 6 times of time using setting. You can set different 6 times. How to the battery charge or discharge. Connect the generator connection. AC coupled. AC coupled means is if you have installed the on-grid system, and you can add AC coupled inverter and a battery to change to hybrid storage system. High surge endurance, high power factor, 0 export RP65. It means protection, the water and security protection. But here is the PV. Max DC includes the power, and PV includes voltage. You check here. And when you make design for the PV and for the 1 PPT, like this types inverter is 2 plus 2 MPPT. So we can the first is 10,000 watts. So 10,000 watts is 30 pieces. 30 pieces is we can make the 8 plus 8 and plus double 7 to make the string. 8 pieces. 7 MTT1 PPT2 and is 10,000. We can also to go into the PV component box go inside. This means is the solar panels the max the power. But this is this 8 the battery 8 is means the power 8 pieces the panel. It's not the 8 power. It's also the 8,000 watts. From the LCD, we touch inside and we can see the solar information, voltage and current. Touch the grid, we can go inside to see the spice here, and to touch the battery, go inside, standby, charge, discharge, SOC, touch the lead BMS and to go inside to check the connection, the communication is successful or not successful. The load power information, and go inside to check it. And important to introduce the system setup. Battery setting, system work model, grid setting, GPOT, basic setting, advanced device information. So we go inside the battery setting, the one-step battery setting, lithium battery, and this is for the lead acid. This is no battery. This is on-grid. This is on-grid. So we before said the AC couple is this way. No battery. If you connect the battery is 5 kWh, 7 kWh, 10 kWh, so you can setting the value is 100 amps, 150 amps, 200 amps. You touch here and to take the 10 to push up and down, and then makes touch the right to 7 the setting. This master to take it, touch the date area. Don't touch the point. Don't touch the point. Touch the date area. Touch the date area. Yeah. And to take here. Setting is setting up, down, and then take here. So we first to take the setting, battery, lithium, setting here. If you want grid charge it, make it, and gen charge. And next, the lithium model is 12. Recording the battery ADS is 1 up, 2, 3, and 4 down. So after this setting is the communication is successful. Following 1, 2, 3, 4 to check the battery, lithium communication is successful. Check here. Press here how to check the communication successful. Check here, and we can find this 96. Here is 96. And here to see 8N, it's successful. You can from the menu to watch it for the more details. And usually we setting here is between from the 40 to 60. So the discharge is 70 to 80. It's for the one battery. If you power 2 battery, it's you can make the double. Yeah, to make the also double. 80 is enough. Activity battery was the choice. Don't forget it. So here is the grid charge, grid signal. Read more details. Shut down, load down, restart. This means when the battery discharges the power to the SOC 20%, they will make the alarm to let us know the battery have the 20%. The 20% is when we setting the 6th time using, the meaning the value is only the 20%. When the battery going to the shutdown, the 15%, it means it's not the all system close. It means the inverter will stop the discharge. Okay, we can from the video to know more about the setting and the power separator, charge and discharge, and offer the load power. Is all can from the video to check the time of using to use it and how to set it. If you buy the Euro model, you can set in the single phase frequency and make sure it's the high frequency and voltage, great voltage in the area. This is for the Florida. Okay. For here, the factory reset. Factory reset means that when you don't want to make setting your idea, you can use this factory reset to back to the factory resetting and to reset again. Lockout or change means when you finish the setting, everything is okay, the operation is well, you can make this locked out or change and to no change. This is for the parallel, single phase parallel, single phase parallel. Where to find it? Okay, we come back, makes the setting, it makes the setting and to the advanced function and to go inside to turn down last page, to turn down the last page. It's in the advanced function and the last page is for how to parallel the inverter. Don't forget to test the power master number 1, number 2, number 3. The max is 15 inverters for the power and how to connection. You can see the important is before we have said the battery communication line is from here S485 to connect the battery and the parallel, the inverter parallel is from this pair from here to connect the second one connect the third one. It's a communication of the power. The 3-phase parallel matrix, 3-phase, A phase, B phase, C phase. It's CAN, LNPE, how to connect. You can see the manual, the user manual. And the device information is showing us the alarm code, the alarm information, time, stated. And for here, to show us the inverter ID number, the main number. This is for the hardware, the label, the software label. This starting 17 pieces model to connect. Inverter 1, inverter 2, battery 1, battery 2 is the main inverter, second inverter, sliver. So how to set it, we have checked it.